figure we'll start it off with doing it slightly different. Right? The only trouble with this flat, I find, is that it's not my favourite colour. It's too white and beige, and it's not a colour I care for. I like blue and the odd touch of yellow, I suppose, but I like blue for the most part. Anyway, I wasn't going to do one today. I was going to do, and then I was thinking to myself, you know, I should do like a April Fool's thing, and then I thought, no. So, thankfully, what I realised is I haven't actually put tags, like keywords, in the video so that anyone on the internet can find it. So, if I'm seeking fame and fortune this way, and I'm not being monetized for these videos, then good luck to them. My dreams of working free in a hair slop at private eye will have to wait for another lifetime. A year ago today, it was a Monday last year, the 1st of April, I started on the job as a tour guide, and I was nervous, and the first week was a tough one. I guess I got used to 7 years of retail, so even though I don't really remember having any bad customers or passengers as I think of them, I thought to myself, you know, I couldn't do the job forever. I guess, you know, I didn't know anyone, and I left behind a fantastic group of people at Marks and Spencer's who I miss terribly even now. And of course I made friends, as I said yesterday, but you know, I felt tremendously alone, and I do now, hence these isolation videos. The government are doing what they can, I suppose. I'm not paid by the Conservative Party or anyone else to say that, but, you know, anyone in charge, be it Boris or Corbyn, would be up to their necks in it, wouldn't they? I mean, like I say, look at the plague of 1665 in London mostly, but you know, everyone was affected top down, and the cholera outbreak in the 1830s and stuff like that. But all that aside, and I didn't think at the start of this year that the job would fade out like this. I was, you know, I was hoping to leave under my own steam, so to speak. I did what I always do in my journal on New Year's Eve, I think, or New Year's Day, that, you know, it was sort of the year in retrospection. But then I thought, well, then, you know, this is a new decade, so I'll do that and do a whole decade past. And like I said yesterday, there's been a lot of failure, what I perceive as failure anyway. I've had a run-in of a girl that knocked me for 6, and I lost a dear friend in 2012. Who, if he was here now, would, if he could, would slap some sense into me. He was a PCSO when he died, and he would at least be walking past the house and make sure I'm actually staying put. Whereas at some point he was a student nurse, so he would be doing his best one way or the other. I don't know about anyone else, but you kind of feel like you're disconnecting from reality, especially if you live by yourself. You know, some families are together. My friend in America has her family. My other friend in America has hers, and friends have girlfriends and boyfriends to stay with. And you know, my brother's got his girlfriend. Both my brothers have got. Well, my brother here in Aylesbury has got his girlfriend there, and my brother lives with his girlfriend, but they live with her parents, and I think sisters are still there. You should see the house is like something out of the Waltons, and for those who don't know who the Waltons are, well, shame on you. All I have for company is myself. My old mate Joe from the buses said on some kind of group chat thing we did, you know, do you talk to yourself, Matt? And I think he was joking. I said, well, I said it's a joke because I always have a gallows humour, self-deprecating humour. Well, Joe, I'm a tour guide, that's what you do. But yeah, you find I don't talk to myself. I might mutter. I talk to myself on this. Or any other company I have. These old films and that I watch with actors who are mostly dead or very old. I can't get out of the house necessarily. There's no really to exercise. I'm not really an exercise person. I mean, I walk and that's about it as far as exercise is generally. You know, I used to go for a lot of walks in 2017 when I was trying to stay out of the house, but I don't really want to walk around too in case I run into trouble. And there's all sorts happening. It's not a crime rave like something called Robocop or The Dark Knight, but it's yeah, this is a useless video, but I thought I'd sit here for a change, as I say, because it's got my poster here. I worked at Wimbledon in 2010 for the championships. It's the first paid job I had, really. 2 weeks work, 6 a.m, 6 p.m. I worked 13 out of the 14 days Wimbledon was on, because one of the days is the middle Sunday, which is always the one-off day in Wimbledon. And I sort of saw, because I was being on benefits forever and a day, that I would be at Wimbledon every year. So I intended on getting a poster for every championship I worked at, and as you can see, I've only got the one poster, and that was 10 years ago. Fantastic time of my life. Didn't get a girlfriend like the Times newspaper into that, but they made out in 2007 and 6 that there's this wonderful atmosphere, you know, summer and a bunch of teenagers and young love and all this shit, and well, I was too tired. Couldn't get my hand up, never mind anything else. And my hand, I'll forget it. Wimbledon's been cancelled today. First time since the Second World War, 1940, I would have thought was the one they cancelled. Wimbledon has a certain effect on me every year. I haven't been inside the ground since 2011, but I always try and go to Wimbledon when it's on. The atmosphere, the feel of it when you walk down Church Road, or from Southfield's tube station up Wimbledon Park Road, or up Wimbledon Hill from the train station. If you go into the Dog and Fox, like I did once with a friend, or the Cricket Billet even, which is a little off the beaten track from Common. There's an energy in the place, and I've been to Wimbledon all times a year, all around the clock. I've been when it snowed really heavily in 2010, that was beautiful. I've been when it's held, it's thundered, it's lightning. But the championships is where it's at, and it's been cancelled. And I know needs must and health must, but you can see the Tour de France going the same way if the Giro d'Italia has been cancelled, so that's July wiped out. Football doesn't seem to know where it is at the moment. Well, non-league football's been stuffed by the FA, but you know, non-league football always is. So in short, the Blitz spirit is wobbling, and tonight I'm doing a pub quiz online from Portsmouth, so last week the only thing I could name was all 5 space shuttles. I have no idea who these people are, like Kim Kardashian and that, for me to warrant knowing who won Love Island, say. So, if you can, take care of each other, and have a good year, and a good April. And there's this Coke, so chin chin.